So, what's the next evolution of games? So, where my head was going when you said that, I have two other like moments, maybe a few other moments. When Mario went from Super Mario World to Mario 64, arguably still the peak of the formula. Odyssey was incredible. We'll see what's next. And Metroid, which I told you about before, from 2D Super Metroid to
Yeah.
first person Metroid Prime.
I don't think this is what you were saying, but like even Odyssey isn't a jump up from 64. It's just the better upscaled version of it. Like,
So,
but I know that's not what you're saying.
I don't think it's what you're expecting because I don't think that the next evolution is surface level. It's not the way it looks,
Okay.
but it's the way that it thinks.
I think we're on the same track. I think I'm thinking the same kind of thing.
And without getting too far ahead of myself, it's why I'm so excited for Judas, the upcoming Ken Levine game. And I think that's why it's going to be hard for them to market it. And I'm curious how this is going to play out because part of the reason I've like kind of become stale with games, it's the same like shallowness. They look prettier, but there's not anything really more deep going on there.
Yeah.
Where Fallout's a great example. So, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is what they're going for with Fallout 5. Because they've always been good at like developing relationships. Your choices matter. Okay. What if you can really get it dynamic? This is like almost an impossible problem because these people are literally coding options and choices with funnels down a if and thing and whatnot. Um, but I guess true gamer agency where you feel like you can do anything and impact anything and
Yep.
but it has to be fulfilling and worthwhile. So I don't know what that looks like, but I think that's the direction of the
I
next
was
evolution.
thinking pretty much the exact same thing where it's the game itself is not scripted.
Yeah.
You give the game a point A and a point B, and I don't know if it's AI or whatever, but like anything can happen in the middle of that. That is like your unique journey. And the point of the game is to get to that angle or whatever. Or maybe there's like a couple points along the way that it has to connect the dots. But like, yeah, there's no text trees like you were just saying. Like the game makes stuff up for you or based on everything that you did. Like it is uniquely molded around your whole experience. And everyone might get to the same, end scene or whatever, but it's building like it's building a brain or it's just building the shell that you then fill in. Oh, it's crazy.
Can I, not to hype it up, maybe blow your mind a little bit?
Yeah.
Somebody's gotten close, and maybe they did it.
With what?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah.
That is the heart of why it is not Breath of the Wild DLC.
Yeah.
It is what they were going for with that game, and I think they did achieve it to a certain degree. But the heart of that game is not go through this mission, do this. That's how Zelda games were before. You go into this dungeon, there's a specific puzzle with a specific solution, you get the specific item to use in the specific way, and you make your way through it. And now they have given you an engine where your imagination and your creativity, your logic, whatever, are what are powering the game. And it's so tight and so perfectly engineered that it makes everybody think that they're a genius, that they figured out a way to do it like nobody else, where you have this very unique adventure that you're on,
Yeah.
but you still are eventually going to go to the same end goal.
Right.
So I think that's one version of it, and I think it does kind of exist, and I think that is like it's hard to go back from that.
Yeah, that's cool. Also similar to like you were saying with Dragon's Dogma, I think, where like that there was that
Yes.
troll that like tripped and fell and then was like holding onto the ravine. Just more stuff like that that is completely random but not broken, you know? It's
It's
just
physics.
a unique event to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Physics and logic to I'm a model and I can only move in this way. It's where it's so rigid.
yeah.
Um
Less rails.
Less rails. So yeah, that gets me excited. Low key, GTA 6 is what like obviously story engineered, but like give me a world with an engine for chaos and like anything can happen and like I keep forgetting that that game is coming out and then it pops back into my head and I'm like go away in time. So, what franchise would you want this evolution to happen in most for you to experience?
I was I was trying to imagine it in a few different ones. I obviously started with I was thinking about Fallout when it popped into my head, but then I was thinking of like God of War, and I'm like just being Kratos, and but then I was like, I don't know if that works. I think you need the magic of the current God of War games is the story, and you can't just leave that up to chance with AI. That game kind of is on rails, and you need that hand holding
Yeah,
to make it as special as it is. Um,
I agree completely.
so it's obviously not going to work with everything, but um,
But God of War is has evolved in its
oh
own unique, incredible way.
yeah, yes, exactly. So you're right. We are getting these little like micro evolutions that I
They're
think are
there.
going to inspire everyone to make that whole
Yeah.
jump across the board. Uh, I would love what we're describing in like a Hogwarts Legacy, where they
Oh
build the
yeah.
world and I just live in it. And it just fills out games and missions and creates characters and stuff for me that is unique to my whole experience.
Sounds like that might be what they're building.
Really?
Live service. You said you want it to never end. We'll
Yes.
see.
Yes, in that sense, yeah. Yeah.
Like maybe that's the another merger of like live service games where it's not because Fortnite kind of has that a little bit.
Yeah. No matter what the Hogwarts Legacy team makes, as long as it feels the way that game felt, I will be in.
Yeah.
So if it's like an MMO, if it's the Fallout 76 of Hogwarts Legacy, I will play it 100%.
See, and then you mentioned that I'm like, see, I need to play Hogwarts. I need to play Jedi Survivor before I jump into Fallout 4.
It's okay. Play Fallout. Ride the wave.
Maybe we'll see in time.
These moments are here.
But
We got to take advantage of them.